Hi guys, welcome back. So yesterday, we ended the stream by this feature here, where we can start clicking this button, and then it detects the item and its resource requirement. So that was our last stream. Hold on. Mm, okay, so we'll continue that process, but before that, I just want to show some features first for those new to the stream. So currently I'm testing out live streams to compensate for my lack of um, devlogs, because previously we decided to just trim down the weekly devlogs into bulk devlogs. Like I create devlogs like every 3 months and release them in bulk, and basically just give an update on what's going on with the game. But I no longer do stuff like devlogs on how I process and make the features myself. So to compensate for that, I decided to try out some live streaming. So that's why I'm trying these things out, so that we can test out how a live stream works, or if it will help with our community. If not, obviously I'll be not doing these things. So for now, this is just a trial run for live streaming. If it works, then we'll continue. But if not, uh, to save time and energy, I'll just be focusing on the development. Anyway, so yeah, previously we had some bugs with the inventory system. So actually, we still have some bugs right now. So the inventory system, some of them are overlapping previously. So off screen, I fixed the issue. So yeah, so now it's finally fixed. Okay, let's try. Yeah, it's fixed already. Let's try if this works. Hold on. There you go. So it works. So let's continue with our process. So what we have been developing these past 3 live streams is a repair system. We already have systems for crafting, like this one. I showcased this in the previous live stream as well, where we can craft items. This is for the lumber, like for logs, and this one is to craft items in the workbench. You can see here items. Uh, and down below is for the rocks, this one. So we can mine rocks, we can no, this is wrong. Wait. Okay, so this is a bug also. So let's see. Okay. There. So for some reason it didn't close the yeah, so there's some issues with this. I'll get back to this off screen, but for now let's just focus on this one here, the crafting mechanic. I mean the repair mechanic. This one. See, so there's something wrong with this workbench here. Let's investigate. So this is the workbench. Okay, let's try this one. So it works well. And let's try this one. It works well now. So I think it has something to do with the workbench. When we're closing the workbench, let's try again this station here. Yeah. So I think I'll find like what's the cost of that one once we're exiting the workbenches. So anyway, so what we have here now is the UI. So during the first live stream, I made this UI, and then we made a new UI as well for the descriptions of items. So when we place it here, yeah, on the first live stream, I also made these functionalities where we can drag and drop items that are repairable, and we also made a feature that um, doesn't let us drag and drop items that aren't repairable. So yeah. Apart from that, we also made some UI like this one, the repair cost UI. So it will show us the repair cost of the item below, and it's also there's a pre-computation for that as well. So let's try and get some other items here. Okay, what do we have here? We have let's get this one, crude hatchet. Is there a crude axe here? Yeah, there's a crude axe. Let's get the crude axe instead. Let's get the hatchet as well. Okay, so they do have a lot of durability, so let's remove the durability first so that we can test it. Let's say, so axe and hatchet. Okay, so axe is, let's put this to 10, and for the axe let's put it 10 as well. Okay, so okay, so the durability is low now. So when we put it here, it will show there the repair cost. So this requires 2 planks, stone slab, and cloth to repair. So this was the feature that we previously made, and also we made this system dynamic. Depending on the durability of the item, it will show there the repair cost. So there are times that the repair cost is for free because it's not that badly damaged. So yeah, so that's the idea. Okay, so let's try. So the goal right now is to create this system, the manual repair system. So what happens is if we're gonna click this, the system will loop on these slots. So we already made this on the previous live stream. So let's check that one. Let's check the script for that one. So basically, it's over here. It's here. And it's here, the slots. So this one, the repair table controller. Oh no, not this one. The repair table itself. Wait, it's this one. Yeah, so this one. So this one handles the sequence for repairing. So yesterday we made this script with the help of ChatGPT as well. So I've been explaining yesterday how you can utilize ChatGPT to help you with your coding, but keeping in mind though that ChatGPT sometimes creates dumb code, so it's best to be wary and check and review the code all the time. Yeah, so again, so this is what happens. So this one here, when we click this, so this will call the event to start the sequence. Then it will loop all the children of the slot. So these are the slots. It will loop, and then it will check for an item that has a low durability. Right. So if the durability is low, so the opposite of this, it will just skip this one. But if it's high or equal to the max durability, meaning the item is not damaged, it will just proceed to the next. So it will not continue with this loop. Okay, so that's the idea. So the next thing is to compute, because we want it so that I have here a table. Let's see. Here. So I have here a table. We want it so that the cost of repairing is dependent on the damage. So the more the item is damaged, the more the cost is. But the lesser the damage, it could be free or it has lesser amount of requirements needed. So that's what we're actually doing here. This is actually functional already, so we can see there the cost. So it's not the maximum cost of the item. But if it's like fully damaged, like it's broken, it should the repair cost should be the same amount of the crafting cost. So that's the general idea. All right. So what else? So yeah. So let's test this one. So what happens is if we click on this, it should compute the damage needed so that we can compute the cost of the item. Then it should loop and find the resources that's needed, and it will display the amount to repair this cost. So that's where we ended our last live stream. So let's test that again. And also, if you noticed, the inventory slot is smaller right now. So the reason for that is this. The previous slot, this one, the bigger one, we actually have problems with alignment. So on the previous live streams that we have, we can see items that are overlapping each other for some reason. So I haven't fixed that yet. I did fix some issues like off screen, but I decided, okay, let's just use the smallest inventory system for this to prevent items from overlapping each other. So yeah, so let's test this one. So let's click manual repair here. Okay, there you go. So basically it's looking for the first let's expand this. So it's looking for the first item. So basically 10 out of 50. So this one, and it needs two planks, one stone slab, and two cloth. So if we see here on our UI, so it's basically the same: 2 planks, 1 slab, and 2 cloth. Okay, so that's where we ended our live stream before. So right now we will continue from where we left off. Okay, so let's analyze this. So what we're gonna do here with this code, we'll be focusing more on this code here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at an old system that I made to check for the inventory. This one, the inventory manager. So it should check like inventory data. Let's find that one. Let's see. So this is the inventory, and this is the grid of the inventory. This one. So there are functions here that we can reuse. We'll just be using this, and the goal here is to check if that item is in the inventory. Let's see if that is here. If it's here. So whoever can place item, come to inventory. You have here find available slots and spawn. So this is basically if you're trying to pick item, it will check the inventory if it has available slots, like this one. So for example, you're gonna pick this stone slab in a queue, so it will find. Wait, is it working? Why is it not working? Again. There. Yeah, so we still have the bug for the placement of items. I will be fixing this off screen though, because it's a bit complex. So yeah, so here we'll just focus on building the new features. Okay, so this is not the one that we need. So this is the merging of stacks. That's not what we need as well. Okay, so I think there's no function for that yet. Yeah, there's no function for that. Okay. So there's no function for that yet. So I think we're gonna make a function, but let's think first how we're gonna do it. So here, this is the grid. And the grid, no, it's not here. Let's go to the inventory instead. Here, so the inventory actually houses all the items. You can see here. So under items. So if we're gonna go to this place, open the repair table, right, like that, then click manual repair, it will loop to this, right? It will loop to this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the inventory. This one, the inventory manager. We're gonna look at the items if there are items there, right? So once we look inside the items, so let's say we're gonna go check the planks. Wait, let's check what's the first item. So yeah, it's plank 2, so 2 planks, right? So once we look inside this list of items, so we're gonna find their plank, this one, and under planks, this one, the plank, you can also see there the max stack. See that one? Max stack. So meaning, oh no, not the max stack, but the quantity. So meaning how many planks are there. So in this case, it's 5. So we're just gonna check if the amount of plank that is available is enough to supply this one. So that's what we're gonna do. So basically, we're just gonna loop in the inventory manager, the item inventory manager, and then we're gonna check for the resource, and if all resource is available, then we can proceed to building, or to, what do you call this, repairing the item. Okay, so to make this faster, let's just put here a comment, or teach ChatGPT the necessary things needed. So we will tell GPT that we have the inventory manager, and we have there a list of items to check, so that we can check if these requirements are there. Okay, so let's go and check GPT. So let's go to the previous, we actually used ChatGPT previously to check. So here, this one. Right, this is the one, yeah. Yeah, this is the old script that we made. Okay, so here, so let's tell it on this part, let's check inventory manager items. It's a list of items inventory item, and inside inventory item there is tt as well. Okay, then instruction, let's use this to check if our inventory has the requirement resource type and the requirement and the repair cost. Okay, so again, when using ChatGPT, use it as a tool, not a replacement for your way of thinking. Sometimes it is not really reliable, so use it as a tool to help you to make things faster, for it to like organize everything, make some notes, and so on and so forth. But again, don't make it replace your thinking. Okay, so I also asked GPT here, if you have confusions, do try to ask. So that's why it's asking a question right now. So it's better that way instead of it like just making things up. Okay, so do follow this structure. They have item, resource type. Okay, so he's asking for the inventory manager. So the easiest way, and maybe it's more efficient that way, is to just give him the code. This is so that he can also check for other stuff. So, but these are not really necessary though, because we just wanted to access this one, the items list. So yeah, so let's see. Okay, so let's say, so here's an updated. So what he did is, it's the same logic, and then repair cost, and then they will check the inventory manager. So if it's there, and then checks the quantity. Okay, so let's test what changes it made. So it's here. This is the changes. So repair cost. Okay. Okay, so it's looping the inventory manager items. And then it's checking for the inventory name, right? So if it's there, if it's not there, inventory is, like, for example, it requires planks, but you don't have planks, it will just break. So it will just stop the loop and everything, and it will not do anything for that item, and will essentially proceed to the next one. So that's the idea. Okay, so matching item, so owned amount, so meaning what we have. Okay, so this is current. Okay, let's test this one. Yeah, let's test these changes to the script. Okay. Oh no, we still have the overlapping of items for some reason. Okay, let's fix that one first. The overlapping of items. So it's actually here. This actually happens if we try to open the old the older inventory system. So let's delete stuff. Stone slab. Let's just delete everything maybe. Then just have stone slab here, and then we'll just collect new stuff as we go. Okay, so I'll be fixing that later. It usually happens if we're trying to shift from the old inventory system to the new one, or back and forth, so the save system confuses it for different item slots. So yeah, so here we have the correct one now. So just gonna fill this with planks and cloth. Okay, so fastest way to get resources is just to update our warehouse. So we already have a warehouse system where we can put stuff in it. So let's say cloth and planks. And then we already have stone slabs, so we don't need it. Then we're gonna update the workbench like that. So say we now have the resources. So let's just grab some cloth there. Then let's grab some planks there. So it's now complete, right? So let's see if our save system worked. So yeah, so it worked, but wait. There's a duplicate for the stone slab. See, there's two. So I think I need to fix this one as well. So if we drag this, I think there's two. Oh no, it's not. Okay, let's check again. There's two here for some reason. So this will create a problem, like a duplicate later on. But let's just leave that for now. Okay, let's proceed. So what happens is, let's get first an item here. Let's see. Okay, I think this one would be fine. The axe. The problem with it though is the axe has a lot of durability. So let's remove durability first. Let's make it to 10. There you go. And then we can go to the repair station. Okay, there. So according to our new script, this one, so what will happen is it will check if there is an item for that, and then it will tell us that there is resources for that item. So let's try manual repair. Okay, did it work? Okay, inventory manager is not assigned. So let's assign that one first. It's here. This one. This one. Wait. It should be working. Repair area controller. Okay. So this one. This one. Okay, there we go. So let's try again. Okay. So base plank 3, modified is 2, then owned is 5. So we have planks. So that's correct. We have 5 here, and what we need is 2, right? Again. So for the stone slab, we need 1, and we own 5. This is 1, the 5 one. For the cloth, we need 2, so we have 12. So has all resources for this repair? True. So yeah, it's true. Okay, so that's how it works. So it can now check if there are resources available. So if that's the case, it will then repair this item. So we're gonna make this very quick at first. We're gonna let's skip first the animation stuff and all those other stuff, and let's just directly, if when we click manual repair, it will just deduct resources, and then it will just repair this to full. So that's our next goal for the script. Okay, so let's proceed to the script first. So what happens next is, if this is true, we will then proceed with doing the repair. So let's tell GPT, okay, the next step is to deduct, okay, the next step is this, if all resource, if what does it call it, let's see, this one has all resources for the repair. So if has all resources for repair is true, make deduct all the resources from the inventory, then repair item to max. Okay, so this is our next step. Okay. Less than, so not enough. So if less than and not enough, it will just proceed, supposed to be, it will just proceed to the next. So we'll be making this one later. So this is another scenario, like what if this first item doesn't have all the requirements, but this next one has all the requirements. So what will happen? So it should skip this and then just proceed to the next one. So that's the next condition we're gonna be making. Well, let's do this first. Let's do the deduction system first. Okay. If yes, there's resource repair standard max everything. Okay. So let's see. Has all resources. If not, it will just stop. So this is actually the correct one that we're trying to go to. Yeah, so then resources for inventory, so it will then recheck. So it's looping twice. So it's looping first, and then if it's true, it will then reloop again. Then it deducts. Here, cost to deduct. Cost to deduct. Where's this coming from? Ah, here, cost to deduct. So it's actually during the first loop. It's the first loop. Yeah, it's actually adding it to a list. This is smart, so that we don't need to recompute again. And then if it's there, it will just use it as the cost. So that's smart thinking. Okay. Okay, let's try. Let's try this one. See, there's the duplicate rock there. You see it? Okay, let's see if the duplicate is still there. Stone slab, it's still there. And it's duplicating a lot of stuff as well. So, yeah, I'm gonna figure this one out, what's going on. I think it duplicated the cloth as well. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, so let's do it again. Let's see if the feature works. So what happens is if we click manual repair, it should repair. It should repair this. The durability is 10/50. Let's put this here. Again, its durability is 10/50. If we click this, this should be deducted. So we have here 5, 12, and 5. So resources should be deducted here. So we have 2, we have 1, and then 2. So 2 planks, 1 stone slab, and 2 cloth. So it should be, this should be 4. This should be deduct 2, so 10, then 3. So let's try. What happened? Oh, we didn't assign we didn't fix the previous error. Let's do it again. There. So again, it should be there should be 4 here, 10 here, and then 2. Or no, it's 3 here. So let's try. What happened? So this one is fixed, actually, but these ones didn't update. So let's check why it didn't update. Stone slab. So it's still 5 and 12 and 5. So nothing happened here. So let's review the code. So it's saying here So repaired, new quantity, deducted cloth. So it's saying here the new quantity. This is correct actually, but it didn't update the real one. So here, so it didn't do anything actually to the inventory item, but it should be working because we have it here. Okay, let's see. Quantity, it's still 5. Quantity. What's this? Current quantity. Okay. So there's actually a system here. Current quantity. So let's test manually. Let's say we're gonna change directly change here the quantity. So let's say 2. So it does change here. See, it's 2. So basically we're just gonna change this, but it didn't change this one. So this is the time we need to think and troubleshoot what went wrong. Okay, let's stop this first. So this part actually is correct, this one. So it did deduct the cost. And it did display the correct quantity. So, but for some reason, it didn't update the quantity here. See, new quantity 10, new quantity 4. So it did affect these inventory items. Maybe another thing to consider is maybe it is modifying the other areas, like the error that we had, because right here we have multiple stone slabs, right? We have also multiple planks, so maybe it's modifying the other planks. So let's fix this one first, this error with our this system here. Let's fix this one first to prevent the possibility of that being the cause of the error. So the reason for that actually is this. Since we're opening this big inventory first, it's creating a lot of problems. So we should just open this first so that it will not duplicate itself to the other other systems. So let's try that one and regather the resources again, and let's fix this issue first before we proceed to the to fixing the other one. Okay, we have here the stone slab. Okay, let's proceed. Now let's fix this issue first before we proceed to the next. Let's gather some cloth and everything and then exit the game save it, exit it, and then re-enter it, and then check. And then let's do it twice just to make sure. Supposed to be at the beginning of the game. Those inventory items shouldn't be active or anything. So the problem is it loaded this shard first, the bigger inventory. So that's why it saved those things unnecessarily. So let's fix this first, very quick. Let's put items in our warehouse. Planks, stone slabs, okay. And then we're gonna refresh there. So we now have items here. Let's take some planks. Let's take some cloth. And maybe one stone slab. Okay. Okay, let's get more cloth. Okay, there you go. So we have 10 cloth, 5 slab, and 5 planks. Okay, so let's check if this saves. So our save system saves automatically, by the way. So here we have stone slab, we have planks and cloth. The quantity seems to be correct as well. Okay, let's exit the game. Exit. And then let's turn off the game and recheck again. Let's see if the issue is no longer there. Let's see if everything seems to be correct. Yes, it is. Let's check this. So yeah, it seems to be correct now. Like, there's no more error. Let's proceed to the repair system again. Okay, let's try again. Let's get an item here. Crude axe. And let's modify this item. This item has a lot of durability. Let's put it to 10. Durability 10. Okay. There. It's correct now. Let's put it here. Then let's check. So we have 10, 5, 5. So we got manual repair. Still didn't work. Again, the error that we tend to miss a lot. This error. Okay. Again. Manual repair. There. So it worked. It worked perfectly fine. So resources has been deducted, as you can see. And it doesn't do anything because it has max durability already. So it did work. It's good. Yeah, let's try another one. This one. Let's try this. Okay, here. So this should require a lot of cloth. So let's test what will happen here. So let's put it here and then let's put the other one here. Let's see if it bypasses this one and proceeds to this one. So it needs 4 planks and 2 cloth. So we're missing 1 plank here. So let's clear this. Let's check. Okay. So manual repair. Okay, so what happens here is this one. So it tested for this one here, the second one. So it definitely bypassed the first one. Then so it needs 8. We own 3, and then it gives this warning that you only have 3. So it did work, right? So let's try and getting more of this planks. Okay, let's put some resource here first. Plank. Okay, there's the planks. Let's take 1. So let's test if this becomes 0 if it deletes this item. So again, let's test. So it should repair this, and what we expect is if we click this, it should repair this. It will deduct 2 cloth, so this should be 6 instead of 8, and then this will be 0, and it will just remove the entire plank. Let's see if it will remove. I think it will not. Let's try. Okay, so it didn't. So as you can see, it's repaired. This one is correct, 6, but the plank didn't disappear, so that's wrong. So if it's 0, we'll make a system that deletes itself. Maybe we can put it here directly. Update quantity. Yeah, we can do it here. Okay, let's just put it here. Let's just destroy game object. Right, let me see. Okay, we need to think more about this because it should also update the grid. Current. just put it outside. Okay. So let's find other scripts first. Remove grid from grid. Remove item. This one. Yeah, we need this one. So let's just do this. Remove item. Because we don't want to create new stuff. We want to recycle old code. Because it has built-in added stuff already, like the slot. We should also remove the item from the slot itself so that the save system will know that there's nothing in there. So we need to use this, like this one. If we call this, it will call this as well, destroy inventory item, then it will destroy the game object. So instead of just destroying it here from the inventory item like that, so this is not proper because we will forget a lot of stuff, like clearing the slots for the occupancy. It should clear the items in the slot so that the slot where the item is being held, it will be updated to null, and will not have a ghost item in there with no game object, but it's still there in the slot. So instead of just doing it directly, like destroy item, we'll just call this remove item. So it's instead of this, we'll just go grid. So since we're calling the grid this one, so it's actually here, grid, inventory grid. So we'll tell grid, okay, grid, run this function, remove item. And let's see, remove item is, it requires the item itself. So this, so remove item this. So I think that is correct. Maybe we'll try. Okay, let's try another thing here as well. Let's try and remove this and see what will happen. Like, turn this off, the inventory off. Let's see if it will create errors. So there's an error here. Okay, it's an error from the skybox, so not a big deal actually. Okay, so it somewhat worked, but for some reason it didn't save the resources. Like it's the axe is still here, even though we're transferring it here, as well as the shield. Yeah, so there's no system yet that updates the grid if we're moving things here. So if we're gonna, like, say this one, the sturdy crude shield, so when we check the grid, this is the grid. So it says here the heater shield is here. It's actually staying in this grid location, right? So that's what I'm talking about when I talked about this, like removing items from the grid itself. So this is what I meant, this one. So what happens is if we move it here, it doesn't, see, it doesn't, it's an error. So current item is missing. So it should be cleared. So it should not, it should be null here, not missing. So I think that's the cause of the problem. Okay, let's try again. Let's get some items. So let's try, that's 12 cloth. Let's do okay, let's just do we already have slabs. Okay, let's just do this. Workbench. Let's get some items. 3, 4. How many planks? We have 5 planks. Okay, that should be enough. And cloth. Okay, and we already have this one. So let's do the axe first. Let's repair the axe. So manual repair. Oh wait, again we forgot. Remind me to fix this one first. This one. Okay, again. Click. Okay, so it deducted. So it is correct. So it's here. It's full now. Let's try the heater shield. So it should require 4 planks, but we have 3 planks here, right? So it should not repair this. So let's try. So it's correct. It's correct now. Now let's get 1 plank to test what we're trying to test. So this should disappear, right? So let's test. And we're also gonna test the grid if it does remove the plank from the grid. So here we have the plank here, right? So it should remove this. So grid position is 2, 3. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, then 2. So this here. So let's test this. Okay, let's test manual repair. This should disappear. This should be repaired. This should disappear, and then cloth. This will be 8. Let's try. So it disappeared. It's 8, and the current item here disappeared, and this is now full. So basically it worked. Okay. So yeah, so oh wait, what's going on? So this is the error that I was talking about. So if we're gonna like queue this take, right? We're trying to take this. It doesn't take anything because it's thinking that grid, like this one, even though it's not missing here, right? See this? It's not missing. There's it's occupied. See, there's occupied in the inventory slot. So that's why it's not it is not getting that item. But if we're gonna fix this, let's say we're gonna remove this occupied and check the rest. So it's also missing here. Remove this. So that means that this slot can now be filled. Let's try. See? So the error is actually here when we're trying to move this, because right now this one is heater shield. So if we're gonna move this to here, so it says missing. It's supposed to be, it's not missing. if we move it to the ground, so it's actually correct, right? So the only error is with the repair table, so we can fix that quickly. Okay, let's try and fix this first. So the repair table, this one, so it will spawn an item, right? Spawn equipped item. It's here. And then let's go here first. Equip to slot. Let's find this from the drag feature that we made. Item drag. This one. Repair controller equipped to slot. So yeah, so this is the problem here. Supposedly it's here. It's actually here. For some reason it's not working. Remove item. Repair controller, okay. Remove item. It's supposed to call this, but it didn't. Why? So it's just gone missing. Equip the slot. So it spawned an item, and then it instantiates. There's no destroy here, so why? Okay, so I'll be investigating this further, but for now, to save time, okay, let's try removing the item first. No, this will create an error. This is wrong. What if we're just gonna remove it from here? No, it's again wrong. Or what if we're just gonna make a separate one, a system that checks the slots independently, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Place item. Item is not null, so it checks the slots. It updates the slot. Okay. Find slot available and spawn. Okay. It checks the list. Hello, Starward. So it checks the list, and then so this is the list of the grid. So this one, the grid. So if we're gonna turn this on, this is the grid, and there'll be a list of slots here in the grid. So it checks it, and then there's this can place item. So what this does is this. Okay, so I think this is one way to fix this. Maybe we can put here if this one is occupied and this slot dot what do you call it, current item, occupied and current item, this one is null or missing, so it should update this. So it should update this into, wait, not current item but occupied is equal to false. Yeah, I think they should fix the problem. So if it's occupied and it's null, it should tell this to, okay, let's just test it. I think this will fix the problem. So instead of telling the let's play this first. Instead of telling the this system here, the repair table, to clear the items in the grid, we just directly fix the problem here. Because every time we place an item somewhere, it should check first if there's something wrong with that slot. So that should fix the problem. Hopefully fix that problem. Let's try. Okay, so what we're gonna do is to test this, we're gonna transfer an item from one of our slots, and then pick an item from the ground and see if it can place the item. Let's see if this solution works. Because the reason why it can't pick an item is because of this. Because it's saying it's occupied even though it's not occupied. Okay, so let's test. So here, see, we have double, triple. Okay, what's going on? There's a lot of heater shields now. Okay, so right now, the grid, this one has nothing. So let's pick one. So see there. Okay, so when we go here, so it's saying here heater shield, it's still it's a heater shield, right? If we move this here, it'll say missing and occupied, right? So that's the reason why we can't pick items So let's try and pick this and see if it can be placed here, even though it says occupied in this grid. Okay. Oh, okay, so it fixed the problem. So it's now saying that this is actually not occupied. So it's not correct. So basically, this very simple, patch fixed the problem without digging deeper into other aspects of the code. So yeah, so this fixed the issue. Okay, let's test now this one. Okay, stone slab, cloth, axe, heater shield, and there's another heater shield for some reason. So this is the error that we will be fixing next time, and the reason why this is here. We also have different durability. See. Okay, let's try again. So essentially I removed and there's still the heater shield, right? This is weird. Like, I don't know where this heater shield is. And there's an axe here as well. Okay, anyway, I think that that error comes from the previous systems that we made. Okay, manual repair. So it does nothing. And also, the problem here, the reason why it does nothing, because the repair cost requires us 2 planks, stone slab, and cloth. And we don't have planks, right? So when we click this, so there should be something happening. So I think we should need a feedback, like with enough resources to repair this item or something. So yeah, so that's one of the ideas. So we have a system already in place, like this one. Let's say we craft this and then we click this. So you lack the right tools for this task. Maybe we can just reuse this. When we click this and we don't have the necessary resource, like that, it should close the menu, and then those notifications will appear. Yeah, so I think that's one way to do it. But let's test this first. Let's get 2 planks. 2 planks. Oh, we don't have planks. Planks. Let's put planks here first. Okay. Workbench. There. 1, 2. Okay, then let's test. So this should disappear, right? Man, oh wait, again, I forgot about this again. Hello, Andre. So, again. Okay, so it worked. Definitely worked. And this is now maxed. Alright. Okay, so I think we finished making the goal right now. So the goal for this live stream is just to repair things. Maybe on the next live stream, we're gonna continue with some animations. Maybe I'm gonna put the notification system as well, or maybe we can put the notification system now. I don't know. What do you think? Shall I put it now or on the next live stream? Let's see. can just actually put it here, like this one. Here. Not enough resources. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do it on the next session. Um, let's try in the next section. So yeah, so that's it for now, guys. We're almost done with the repair system. On the next session, we're gonna make it so that the skeleton will the skeleton will do animations. Like instead of just automatically repairing it instantly, there should be animations. Like it should work on one item first, and then we'll proceed to the next, and so on and so forth. So we will be making animations, like very simple animations, and we'll also be doing something like the notification system. We'll be doing that. We'll be doing like we'll be placing health bars for these items as well. Yeah. All right. So I think that's about it. So see you guys again on the next stream. Till next time.